See, this is just point form notes that I made of secular point form notes. Josephus Flavius was an important Jewish historian at the time. He goes, he convened a meeting of the Sanhedrin and brought before them a man named James, the brother of Jesus, who was called the Christ. So this guy did not work for the church, but he admitted that Jesus was called the Christ. So therefore, that's your first proof that Jesus existed outside the Bible. And he wrote in Testimonium Flavium, I can't even pronounce that properly. He wrote about Jesus. About this time there lived Jesus, a wise man, if indeed one ought to call a man. On the third day he appeared to them restored to life. This is coming out of his own mouth. Then you get Tacitus. He goes, Christos, at that time now Christ is called, from whom the name had its origins, suffered extreme penalty during the reign of Tiberius at the hands of one of our curators, Pontius Pilate. So, I mean, these are all secular sources. I'm not making all this up. You can even look at it. And they called it mischievous superstition about Christianity, was checked for a moment, talked about the crucifixion, then again broke out after the resurrection. Then you get Pliny the Younger in Book 10 saying that he arrested Christians, saying if you do not denounce your religion, I'm going to kill you. They didn't, so they killed them. They went to the grave dying for a truth. If you were lying, would you die for a lie? No, you wouldn't. And then you can talk about the Talmud, talks about how a few pastors mentioned Jesus, calling him a false Messiah, who practiced magic, who had loyal disciples, worked miracles, and who was justly condemned to death. So doesn't that mean that Jesus existed, regardless if we talk negatively about him?
Can I just make a point? We got to understand that Jesus was crucified, he was tormented before he died because he spoke the truth.
Yeah.
How many of the great men died speaking for the truth for humanity? Martin Luther King, John F. Kennedy, Malcolm X, Gandhi got assassinated. Even RFK, his brother, and the son died in a plane crash. The whole family, Camelot, gone because they spoke about the truth. And if we look in the Bible, it says, "For they are spirits of devils, working miracles which go forth unto the kings of the earth and the whole world to gather them the battle of the great day of God Almighty." These leaders have war on their mind. If you look at the White House and the Bush administration, they have Vice President Dick Cheney was the head of Halliburton. Okay, we have George Bush, Carlyle Group. They own all the weapon companies, so of course they're going to want to go to war so they can make money. All these kings are corrupt by nature, and they're implementing these wars, and they send weapons of mass destruction, which is a lie. For God says, "Do not be deceived by any means." You know. So not only that, in the book of Revelations, okay, we have the Euphrates River being prophesied, which is in Iraq, and it says this is where the major war happens. Okay, and it says, saying to the sixth angel which had the trumpet, "This is the four angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates." And the number of the horsemen were 200,000. That's 200 million that are going to fight in Iraq. Iraq is going to be the focal point of the future war of mankind. This is where it happens. And we know that the kings of the earth are going to hide themselves in the mountains and in the rocks. They're going to have underground bunkers, underground bases to protect themselves. So here it tells you, chapter 6:15, Revelations, it says, "And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondsman, and every free man, hide themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains." Where's Osama bin Laden? Supposedly, he's hiding in the mountains.
And I'll make one more point. They talk about how God and Jesus are religion. They're not religion, because religion says kill people. I mean, you look at all the crusades back in the day, they kill people. When did Jesus ever say kill people? He said, "Love thine enemy, bless those that curse you, turn the other cheek, love your neighbor as thyself." Where does that preach hate? No. Where does that preach war? No. Thou shalt not kill. That's one of the commandments God gave. I mean, come on, that's hypocrisy. So when you talk about the church, the media saying that the church or God is religion, Jesus is religion, no. That's not religion. Jesus said, follow him. Deny yourself, follow him. Where does religion fit in? Religion is man-made. It's a man's interpretation of what Jesus said. No. You just follow what Jesus said. That's all you have to do. So when people tell me that, oh, religion is this, religion is that, sure, religion is that. Religion is corrupt, there's no doubt. Jesus proved that when he flipped the tables over. Because they were selling idols at their, in the temples. They were gambling there. That's corruption. So Jesus said, follow him. because he also has one quote, I can't remember off the top of my head which one it was. He goes, what benefits a man who inherits the entire world but loses his soul? You know, a man gains his soul when he denies himself and dies for his friends. That's what the martyrs did. JFK, Martin Luther King, RFK, who am I missing? There's one more. Malcolm X, Gandhi. They all died speaking against the government, with the government evils. They loved humanity. You know, they wanted everyone to be on the same playing field. They couldn't get it.
Who killed Jesus? The kings, the Roman kings crucified him because he spoke out against the falsehoods, against the lies. He stood up for the people. He spoke about love and truth and how we have everlasting life. And this life is just a test of our humanity. You have the choice between good or evil. You know, you have the choice between truth or lies. You have the choice to stand up in your city and to disclose the information, which are the facts, or you have the truth. You have the option to just shut up and not say anything when things are going wrong. So Jesus teaches us to speak out against the evils in the world, to let people know that there is a God, that we have to praise Him. Definitely.
And one more final note: if the Bible is corrupt, as they say, or the King James Version, why would it give you verses to protect yourself from demon attacks? Honestly, what does it say? Matthew 6:9, the Lord's Prayer. Why even initiate that? Why not just take it out? You know, why say prayer and fasting drive out demons? If this was a corrupt Bible, they wouldn't tell you how to save yourself from demons. Demonic attack. It doesn't make sense. That's what the media perpetuates, because ignorance is bliss. That's what they feed on. Don't fall for that.
The only one that ever said, I am the way, is Jesus Christ.